Are you wondering what's for dinner tonight? I'm Dana Tarter, County Extension Agent with Texas AgriLife Extension Service, and I think I have an answer for you. It's fish with lemon butter sauce. It's delicious, and it'll have your family at the table in no time ready to eat. Let's get started. What I'm going to have today is just some fresh fish. I'm using tilapia. You could use catfish or salmon if you wanted to. Either one of those would be excellent choices. We need a little olive oil that we'll put in the pan so that it keeps the fish from sticking. We've got some lemon slices that we'll place on top of the fish. We've got a little paprika for color and a little bit of black pepper just for flavor. So what we'll do first is go ahead and I'm going to just put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of my baking dish. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. That's what we'll bake our fish at. The next step is to go ahead and just to put that fish. We want that oil to kind of cover the bottom of the pan. This will help keep the fish from sticking and make sure that it stays really moist while cooking. Now I'll place my lemon slices over the top of the fish. This helps to give it some of that good lemon flavor as it cooks. It only enhances the sauce as well. Now to that I'm going to add just a little bit of black pepper to taste. This is just for your taste, whatever your family prefers. And then I'm going to add a little bit of paprika. The paprika mainly gives it a little bit of color. As that fish cooks, you want it to be opaque and flake easily. That's how you know it's done. But we add that paprika, it's going to give it a little bit of color for us. Okay, so this is ready to go in the oven. Again, my oven's preheated to about 350 degrees. Fish cooks for about 8 to 10 minutes per inch of thickness. These are pretty thin fillets, so I'm expecting it's going to take about 10 minutes for them to be prepared. So we'll get those in the oven. And while those are baking, we'll go ahead and prepare our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove on to medium heat. Just going to use a little skillet, and I'm going to put just some butter. You could use margarine if you wanted to. A health-wise tip, if you use margarine, use the margarine that's in its liquid form. It has less trans fat. We're just using a small amount. That's about a little over a teaspoon, about a teaspoon and a half. Just going to let that melt. And what we'll add to that is some salt-free seasoning. This is a lemon garlic herb blend. And so we're going to put that in. Again, we're trying to keep this dish as healthy as possible, so we're reducing the sodium content quite significantly. To that butter, I'm just going to add some of our seasoning. And while that's melting, I'm going to squeeze in the juice of a lemon here. I'm squeezing cut side up because I don't want those seeds to get into our sauce. Turn my heat up a little bit. If you find that your lemon is not giving as much juice as you would like, you can just go ahead and take it before you cut it and roll it on the countertop, yielding some mild pressure. That actually breaks up the membranes inside of the lemon, and so it will give more juice. We don't need a lot, just a little bit for flavor here. Okay, so all we do now is just allow those flavors to mix. We're just heating through. It doesn't have to be really hot, but we do want the butter to go ahead and melt. And as it cooks, it actually will thicken up just a little bit. The butter's melted. I'm just going to leave the heat on. Might add a little bit more of our seasoning in. This is really just a taste. If you like it a little more flavorful, go ahead and add a little bit more of your seasoning. You could even put some fresh garlic in there if you wanted to. That would be a good flavor to go along with it as well. Okay, our lemon butter sauce is just about ready. Let me check on our fish. I have a feeling it might be done. And it is perfect. The way that you tell fish is done is when it turns that opaque color, and then if it flakes real easily with a fork, you know that it's done to a perfect bite. Now, If you wanted to check this with the thermometer, it should have reached at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the internal temperature that fish is done. So what we're going to do now is, this dish is so simple, you're going to love making it at home. It smells wonderful. That lemon and butter sauce that I've got here and the lemon on the fish, oh, it just smells wonderful. All you do is take that sauce and you're just going to pour it right over the top of those fish fillets. It's so simple. It smells wonderful. That lemon, that herb that we put in there, that herb seasoning, it just smells wonderful. Your family's going to show up in the kitchen with their fork ready to eat. They're going to want to know what's for dinner, and you have the answer. Tonight, it is lemon butter fish. Now, I want you to think about the cost of this dish. It's not expensive at all. We tend to think fish is expensive. This actually, the tilapia is an inexpensive fish. It's going to be about $1 per serving. So you can't hardly beat that. What I would serve this with is a little bit of brown rice on the side, a colorful green vegetable like broccoli, some steamed broccoli. It's going to make a complete meal. It's going to be low in fat, high in nutrition. That's what we're looking for. The next time you're wondering what's for dinner, I hope you'll remember that Texas AgriLife Extension Service has healthy recipes and information that can help you.